Have you ever felt this way? You're not that old, but you're constantly tired, find it hard to focus, and your emotions swing wildly, often influenced by others. Even after rest, you still feel drained, as if both your body and spirit are leaking energy little by little. In the Taoist tradition, there is a profound, ancient, yet surprisingly practical system that explains this. The three treasures, Jing, Qi, and Shen. Today, we're going to dive deep into these three treasures, explaining what they are, what happens if you don't have enough of them, what to do to strengthen them. If our video brings you with something new, remember to like, share, and subscribe to support us. Alright, let's get started. The three treasures represent the foundational layers of our vitality. Let's first talk about Jing, or essence. Jing refers to the essential substance of our body, our deep reserves of nutrition and life potential. It forms the physical foundation for growth and regeneration. Looking at it from a yin-yang perspective, among the three treasures, Jing is more like the yin aspect, the substantial, receptive aspect of our nature. You can imagine it like this. If a person were a tree, Jing would be the deep underground water source that ensures the tree's roots remains nourished. Next, let's talk about Shen, or spirit. Shen is the most subtle and refined, our consciousness, awareness, and higher perception. It includes not only our daily mind, but also deep connection to something greater. Among the three treasures, Shen belongs to more the yang side, the luminous, active part of our being. In analogy, Shen is like the captain of the ship of our body, steering our awareness and attention. It decides our presence, focus, and wisdom. Last, what is Qi, or the vital energy? Well, Qi is the aspect between Jing and Shen. It is both physical and subtle. It nourishes the body, influences emotions, and affects mental clarity. Qi is energy, but also a kind of information system related to breath, the field around us, and even the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. In terms of yin-yang, Qi resides between the yin and yang, mediating the both. In analogy, if Jing is water and Shen is light, Qi is like the wind. It gives the tree movement, breath, and the inner life force. Not only humans have Jing, Qi, and Shen, everything in the world has the layers of this trinity. Taking the earth as an example, its soil, rock, and water system is its material, formal aspect, and contains Jing, the essence. The weather, the airflow, the cycles are its Qi aspect. The functioning rhythms, the principles of the biospheres, and the evolutionary drive resemble its Shen, like will in the human being. This way of classification manifests in human being as the three treasures, Jing, Qi, and Shen. When all three are balanced, we feel healthy, energized, and at ease. What happens when the three treasures become unbalanced? Since Jing, Qi, and Shen are the core components of life, their depletion leads to imbalance. We will look at them one by one. First, the Jing deficiency. Since Jing is like the deep fuel, when it runs low, the body becomes like a car running on empty. Common signs include stiffness in the lower back and joints, rough or dull skins, and dry, thinning hair. In more severe cases, there may be a decline in bone density, slower cognitive functions, and memory loss. These are typically symptoms associated with aging, but nowadays, many younger individuals experience them prematurely due to stress and exhaustion. Second, the Qi deficiency. Qi deficiency tends to manifest in two major ways. First, shallow breathing. A newborn baby breathes with their entire body. The belly rises and falls in the full natural rhythm, but adults often breathe only in the chest, and the elderly may have rapid, shallow breath, sometimes limited to the throat. Zhuangzi once said that an accomplished cultivator breathes from their heels, a poetic way of describing deep, full-body breathing that energizes the entire system. In Taoist thinking, breath is more than oxygen. It's a kind of internal massage for the Qi network. When breathing is shallow, the qi cannot circulate properly. This can lead to stagnation, cold hands and feet, and a general lack of internal vitality. Second, weakened energetic protection. Qi functions like the body's magnetic field or protective shield. When it is strong, energy flows freely, and we're less affected by the external disturbances. But when qi is weak, people tend to absorb the emotions of others. For instance, someone else's anxiety may spill over into you, making you overly empathetic and unable to maintain clear emotional boundaries. A weak qi field also makes one more sensitive to environmental energies. In places with heavy or stagnant energy, or the so-called poor feng shui, such individual may feel physically unwell or even report subtle unsettling sensations. Shen. Third, let's talk about Shen deficiency. Shen can be thought of as the operating system of our mind and spirit. When Shen is deficient, it often shows up in two primary ways. The first is mental dullness, unclear thinking, poor memory, persistent fatigue, and a sense of brain fog that doesn't go away, no matter how much sleep you get. It's as if a gray mist lingers in the mind. The second is scattered awareness, an inability to focus, a restless mind filled with constant distractions. Your attention jumps around like a monkey, touching one thing here, another thing there, never settling down. Well, so how can we nurture the three treasures? From a Taoist view, life is not just a journey of growth and success. It is also a gradual leakage of Jing, Qi, and Shen. Aging, at its root, is the exhaustion of these three. When they're all gone, life ends. But can we slow or even reverse this process? The answer is yes. Health nurturing is the first step. You can start with some daily habits that can slow the loss of Jing, Qi, and Shen. For example, avoid overindulgence in desires, especially the sexual overuse. Second, you can sleep before 11 p.m. Third, you can eat according to seasons and personal body state. Avoid excessively cold or raw food. Next is to exercise to balance inner system holistically, not just to build excessive muscle for appearance. These simple habits can help you become more balanced with the three treasures. If your goal isn't just to slow down decline, but to deeply restore and elevate your life force, then you will need to enter the path of cultivation. In Daoist understanding, the human body contains its own internal medicine, an innate capacity for regeneration, but this potential can only be activated through proper methods and discipline. This transformational process is what Daoism calls 修行 or cultivation. When practiced correctly, Jing, Qi, Shen can begin to replenish, even reverse their decline, reigniting a vibrant and youthful energy from within. Of course, different Daoist lineages emphasize different aspects. Some focus more on cultivating Shen, the spirit, while place less attention to the physical body, so the effect will certainly be different. In our Shen Dao system, we see Jing, Qi, Shen as deeply interconnected. They form an organic and unified path, not isolated fragments, adapting the ancient tradition to be more accessible to modern cultivators. We offer both individual practices for each treasure and systematic training programs to help modern cultivators reclaim their vitality and open their true potential. If this vision resonates with you, we welcome you to subscribe and learn more on our website. These courses will be up soon, and if you're interested in joining this journey, feel free to register your intent on our website. We will let you know as soon as they launch. As always, we hope this video has provided you with something new, and hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned and see you in the next video.